The Saudi Pro League is now home to some of football's most recognizable names, with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, Riyad Mahrez and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang putting the competition on the global football map. Each week, Al Arabiya English brings you the key storylines and highlights in the race for the 2024-25 Saudi Pro League title. In Week 25, Al Ittihad claimed a late win over Al Riyadh to stay 4 points clear of nearest rival Al Hilal, which also won against Al Tawon. Elsewhere, Al Qadsiya suffered a rare loss, while Cristiano Ronaldo maintained his excellent recent scoring form for Al Nassr in a 3-1 victory over Al Khalid. It was the last Saudi Pro League action of March, with the next fixtures taking place April 4-6 after the international break, in which Saudi Arabia faces 2 crunch qualifying matches in its bid to reach the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Al Ittihad leaves it late. Al Ittihad escaped with the narrowest of 2-1 victories over Al Riyadh as a penalty from Saudi Arabia international striker Salah Al-Shehri in the 11th minute of stoppage time secured a valuable win for the Saudi Pro League leader. Late goals have punctuated Al Ittihad's recent performances as Laurent Blanc's side has stumbled a little in its attempts to win the club's 10th league crown. But after scoring in stoppage time to snatch a 1-1 draw with Al Qadsiya last week, Al Ittihad went one better in Jeddah, recording a win that keeps it 4 points ahead of main rival Al Hilal. French winger Moussa Diaby has so often been the provider for Ittihad this season, with the summer 2024 signing from Aston Villa contributing a divisional-high 13 Saudi Pro League assists so far this season. Against Al Riyadh, however, Diaby grabbed the spotlight for himself with only his second Pro League goal of 2024-25 and first since October. 10 minutes into the second half, Diaby showed a sensational turn of pace to sprint clear of the Al Riyadh defense and score from a tight angle. Al Ittihad captain Karim Benzema was twice left frustrated as he had goals ruled out by VAR, and it was just a couple of minutes after that second disallowed effort that Al Riyadh grabbed an equalizer. It was a stunning solo effort from Iraq international midfielder Ibrahim Bayish, who danced through the Ittihad midfield before sending a curling 20-yard strike past Al Ittihad goalkeeper Predrag Rajkovic. However, Blanc's players showed the spirit of a champion side to keep battling and, in stoppage time, substitute Al-Shehri, a former Al Hilal player, won and converted a penalty to send Al Ittihad fans wild at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. Al Hilal keeps up pressure. After turning around its AFC Champions League Elite last 16 tie with Paktikor earlier in the week with a thumping 4-1 win in Riyadh, Al Hilal returned to Saudi Pro League action looking to stay on Al Ittihad's coattails in the title race. With its Jeddah rival having won 48 hours earlier to open up a 7-point gap, Al Hilal produced a composed performance to beat a talented Al Tawon team 2-0 away from home and move back to within 4 points of the top of the table. If Jorge Jesus's side is to reign in Al Ittihad and retain its Saudi Pro League title, it will need its most experienced players to come to the fore in the closing weeks of the season. Saudi international midfielder Mohamed Kano is certainly one of those whose calming influence is required and, just as he did last time out against Al Fayha, the 30-year-old stepped up to score the first goal of the game in Bareda on Saturday. Kano stole in at the near post to head home the 12th-minute corner of Green Falcons teammate Salem Al-Dawsari, and having gone 18 Saudi Pro League games without a goal this season, Kano has now netted 2 in 2 matches. Host Al Tawon was also in midweek continental action, booking its place in the semi-finals of the AFC Champions League 2 Asia's secondary club competition. However, Al Tawon coach Mohamed Al Abdali has a much smaller squad to call on than opposite number Jesus, and it showed in this match as the strength and depth of Al Hilal's roster shone through. Although Al Tawon had more possession than Al Hilal, it was the away team that regularly peppered its opponent's goal with shots and eventually grabbed the decisive second goal. Marcos Leonardo rose to head home fullback Hamad Al-Yami's right wing, his 17th of a prolific debut Pro League season. Ronaldo scores again in Al Nassr win. A superb first-half display from Al Nassr was enough to see Stefano Pioli's side over the line as it beat Al Khalid 3-1 in Riyadh. The score did not necessarily reflect the ebb and flow of the game, however, with Al Nassr surviving a second-half onslaught from Al Khalid following the 56th-minute red card to Nawaf Bouchel. Despite conceding once, Al Nassr held on for a win that saw it leapfrog Al Qadsiya into third place in the Saudi Pro League table, though it remains 10 points behind leader Al Ittihad. Al Nassr progressed to the finals stage of the AFC Champions League Elite earlier in the week and started brightly again on Friday, with talisman Cristiano Ronaldo giving his side the lead after just 4 minutes. John Duran's close-range effort was well blocked, but the ball fell to Ronaldo, who made no mistake slotting the ball in for his 19th goal of the season. Ronaldo is one clear of Al Shabab's Abdurazak Hamdallah in the race for the 2024-25 Saudi Pro League Golden Boot. Sadio Mane, whose determined running had helped create his team's first goal, doubled Al Nassr's lead in the 26th minute. The Senegal star timed his run perfectly to meet Salem Al-Naidi's left-wing cross and divert the ball past Al Khalid goalkeeper Marcelo Groa. It was Maine's second goal in 3 games and 7th of the campaign. Record signing John Duran is not far behind after putting Al Nassr 3-0 up with a low left-foot strike from the edge of the box. The Colombia striker has scored 5 in 6 league games since arriving from Aston Villa. Al Khalid narrowed the deficit on 76 minutes, Ali Lajami's own goal coming after Bouchel's red card reduced Al Nassr to 10 men. But Pioli's team hung on to take the victory. Best of the rest, a pair of stoppage-time goals from Salah Al-Abbas and Xavier Godwin gave relegation-threatened Al-Aqdawd a surprising, and potentially crucial 2-1 victory over Al-Ahly. Damian Lowe's first-half own goal looked to have handed Al-Ahly the 3 points until Al-Abbas struck 5 minutes into added time at the end of the match. With Al-Ahly still reeling, Godwin struck to move 16th-placed Al-Aqdawd 2 points away from safety and condemn Al-Ahly to only its 3rd defeat in 16 games so far in 2025. Damek snatched a smash-and-grab win over high-flying Al-Qadsiya as Habib Diallo's penalty in the 11th minute of stoppage time saw the host triumph 1-0. Al-Qadsiya dominated the game but could not find its way through a resolute Damek defense, and in the game's dying embers, left-back Gaston Alvarez handballed in the box under pressure from Diallo. The Senegal international forward then dispatched a nerveless spot kick past Al-Qadsiya goalkeeper Cohen Castiles. The battle for Saudi Pro League survival is getting more exciting with each passing week, and Al-Wehda produced a stirring performance to beat Al-Khalaya 2-0 and climb off the bottom of the table. A goal in each half from Juninho Bakuna and Youssef Aman helped the team from Mecca to a 2nd straight win, the first time it has recorded successive victories in the Saudi Pro League since September 2023. Replacing Wehda at the foot of the table is Al Rad, which lost 3-1 to fellow struggler Al Fatah. It was the 2nd time in as many games that Rad suffered a reverse to a relegation rival, having been defeated by Al Wehda last time out. On this occasion, Maishas Vargas brace and a second-half penalty from Murad Batna helped Al Fatah to a win that keeps it 2 points above the relegation zone. Elsewhere, Al Shabab smashed 6 past Al Orabar as Abdurazak Hamdallah's hat-trick took him to within 1 goal of Cristiano Ronaldo in the race to be the Saudi Pro League's top scorer this season. Christian Guanca, Giacomo Bonaventura and Wesley Hurt were also on the scoresheet in Shabab's comprehensive 6-0 victory. Ex-Manchester United and Roma defender Chris Smalling scored his first goal for Al Fayha to help his team to a 2-0 win away at Al Ettifaq. Smalling struck in first-half stoppage time to give Fayha the lead, before a second-half own goal from Brazilian teenager João Costa completed a win that keeps Pedro Emanuel's team 5 points clear of the Saudi Pro League drop zone. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my Prime Time CR7.